Boy, they're close. And, oh, man, does it get any closer? Is he going to make it out of there? Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge. Well, folks, here we are, Season 1, round number 21, the end of the regular season. Boy, this is it. Time to play for all the marbles here, and do or die time for some of the drivers out there to get into the playoffs. Well, we got a good one for you here tonight. This 200-lap event here at Chicagoland Speedway. Pretty good weather out there. It's a little cool, actually, 62 degrees. I'm sorry, not 62, 85 degrees. It's great weather out there. 7 miles an hour, and the track temperature is 116 degrees. And we've got, of course, we got the live qualifying coming up here in a little bit. And, boy, there's a lot going on here tonight. Like I said, there's some guys, there's several guys that have a really outside chance of getting into the playoff. There's 2 or 3 that have a fairly good chance of getting in, but the right thing has to happen. So without further ado, let's matter of fact, let's go ahead and take a look at the standings here real quick. Now, if we look at the playoffs here, as you can see, Dustin Swingle, he continues to lead there. Vincent Sora, Thomas Walter third, and all the usual suspects there, Landon Durhol, Aaron Krawlek and company. And down there on the bubble there, well, here we have Jesse Thornock and Max Foner. And they're the only names that are not in red. So, of course, Foner's on the bubble. And Thornock is technically not 100% locked in. Let's take a closer look at that. If he starts the race tonight, he's locked in just by being there. But if he did not start the race, then some other things have to happen. But guess what? Jesse's here, so we don't have to worry about that at all. And because there he is, he's on track right now. So he's definitely going to be locked in just by being here tonight. Now we've got just a few minutes to go before qualifying begins, and we are going to have that live qualifying for you. Well, I tell you, that's really been exciting to watch since they introduced that feature here to the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge, and every guy that comes out there. They get 2 laps to put down a qualifying time. They only need one good one, but they do have 2 opportunities to put down that fastest lap. And they'll have actual 4 sets of tires, including the one that the tires they start on. They'll have 4 additional sets of tires to get through this 200-lap event. And, that's not really a whole lot. They're going to really have to manage those tires, and because that's going to be a long race. And so, of course, they have the fixed setups and no damage is on. They have that one fast repair. And so it'll just be really exciting to see how this thing shakes out here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's head on down to the track. See who's there. There's Jesse Thornock, like we were saying. So, hey, he's here as long as he starts the race. He won't have a problem at all. Oh, boy, Thomas Walter there getting a little loose down in the grass. He's third fastest at the moment. They all managed to keep going. Oh, Sora, man, that was a nice slide. He also keeps going. They think they had a dirt track here tonight. There's Ryan Bird, 58 machine. He's currently 5th fastest. And there's the 2 of Patrick Hernandez. He's ninth fastest at the moment. Let's see who else is out here. There's a 12 of Ryan Ferraro. He's 13th fastest. is Martin G. Morales. Well, he had a strong run last week. Yeah, I think this is only his second race in the season. He's 10th fastest at the moment. Let's see who else we have out here. There's the 44 right behind him there, Maurice Gomillion, 16th quickest. With about 5 minutes to go in practice here. There's Tom Sinchak, currently the fastest guy on track at the moment. There's Sean Huffstutler. You know, let's we have a little bit of time here. Let's see if we let's look at some of these guys here. Let's take a look at Jesse Thornock. Now, I was telling you about you know, his situation as far as the scenarios for him. Now, just by being here, so he's locked in, so he's good. But say if he wasn't here, he would have had to be within 42 points of the number one of the 51, Max Foner, who is actually on the bubble there. And if any other car below him, as far as active drivers are concerned, were to win the race, so that's where he would have had to. That's the points gap he would have had to have with Foner, the 42 points, to still remain in the playoffs. So by him being here, he's looking pretty good there. Now, we do have some other guys here that that they're not. I don't see them in this out here on the track at all. One was Josh Stevens, and I don't think he's in the server. So he would have had to win or gain 36 more points than the 51 of Max Foner. Everybody's going to be going for that 51 car today. Now let's move over to the 94, Sean Huffstutler. Now Sean, his is pretty simple, folks. He just has to win. I mean, yeah, we say simple. Yeah, that's a lot easier said than done. But there's nothing else stopping him from getting in there. There's no other. He's not relying on anything from anybody else. Somebody has to finish behind him or any kind of point spread. The only chance Sean is going to get, he's been really trying to get up there. You know, we've been seeing that you see right there where where they're not even showing how close the gap is now. He was, I think, less than 100 the last time they actually showed the number, how close he is. And matter of fact, Joshua Stevens is not here, but even that won't help him because that's not going to move him up to the top 16 there. But yeah, coming across and grabbing that checkered flag and that trophy, first place trophy, that's going to be what's going to put him into the playoffs right there. And so that's he's got his work pretty much cut out for him there. And let's see who else we can look at here that's in the server already. We got a couple of minutes to go. I see Ryan Bird's here. There he is. He's not on track at the moment. Now Ryan, he has one of those situations where, he's one of the newer members, so he'd have to win the race and finish with at least 145 points in the standings. And I think currently, I'm not sure where he is exactly in the standings. I'm looking for him now, but he's down there, by being a newer member and everything. So he would really have to jump way up there just to be able to compete. And so he would have to win, and he needs 48, the number 48, not to gain any more than 31 points. This is one of the guys that has, he's depending on some other guys having something, having not as good a day, hopefully, And he'd also need the 22 car not to gain more than 37 points, and for him to get into the top 20. But so that's one of those guys where it's just a lot of things that would have to happen, and kind of the same deal. I think I saw. Let's see. I think I saw somebody else, Brian Dublé. He's okay. Check the flags are out. Kind of the same deal for Brian Dublé and several of the other guys, and they're all pretty much in the same boat where they would have to win and they would have to have multiple cars not gain but so many points. So that's pretty much where we stand there. So okay, now we're moving over to the qualifying session here, and of course it's single car qualifying, and so now we're going to wait and see who's going to come out on track first. We're just waiting for the see who's going to get to go first here. And I think it's based. I don't know. I think it's based on maybe on. I don't know if it's based on the fastest lap times in practice or not. How they do that, but I guess they're waiting for everybody that's going to come out on pit road. Now, only the cars that want to qualify are going to come out on pit road. Everybody, it's not mandatory that you qualify, but you know, if you want to, then you bring your car out on the pit road and get in line. And at the moment, we're still waiting to see somebody go first. And there we go. And that's going to be Dakota Moniz. He'll be the first out. And he makes his way around here now. Dakota, he's currently 10th in the standings. He's got two top 10 finishes, one in the top 5, and that one was his one and only victory so far this season. Now he's on his way now. He's got his first time lap running here. Actually just completed it with a 30.670. Looking to improve on that for that top spot. He comes down to the line here. Let's see if he improved on that 30.670, and he does, 30.466, and that will be the time to beat. And next up is the 12, Ryan Ferraro, and I believe he just started his hot lap there. Okay, his first lap is a 30.542. That's second fastest. He's going to try to improve on that here. Ryan's currently 11th in the standings. Has 5 top 5 finishes. I'm sorry, 5 top 10 finishes. No top 5s, no victories, of course. You'll see if he can bump Dakota Moniz off of that starting spot. Here he comes to the line. And he improves, and he is your new pole sitter, 30.373. Next up, the 00 of Brian Dublé, also one of the newer members of the league here. You're looking to beat that 30.37 by Ryan Ferraro. And Dublé, he's way down at 27th position, but he does have that one top 10 finish. He started 3 races. Currently third fastest at the moment with a 30.921. trying to improve on that 30.639. And he still did not, looks like he's 30.639. That was his best time there. Okay, next up is the 8 of Tom Sinchak. And I believe he's already on his way on his first time lap here. At time, he's been having some very strong races in the league. And I think one of his biggest, I think he has had some wins here, but he hasn't had as many races completed as many as a lot of the other guys. He's only been to 10 races so far. And he right now he's your pole sitter with that 30.276. To see if he improved on that, and yes, he did. 30.161, new time to beat. Sinchak, like I said, he had 9 top 10 finishes, 8 top 5, 4 of them victories. And next we have the 14 of Vincent Sora. Vincent's in second place in overall standings. That 30.161 is the time to beat for the pole. Vincent, he's been at every single race, all 20 races so far this season, has 14 top 10 finishes, second fastest at the moment, 30.240. Can he squeeze another 10th or 2 out of that number 14 machine? He has 9 top 5 finishes, 2 of them victories. He comes down to the line. Let's see what he gets here. Does he move up to the pole position? And I believe he does. A 30.141. 0.02 of a second quicker than Tom Sinchak. He's your new pole sitter. Boy, and here comes a guy that's been on fire for a while now. Kyle Rochelle in that 21 car. And it would not surprise me if he's right up there. He's 5th in the standings at the moment. He's been to every race except one. He's got 11 top 10 finishes, 4 top 5s, and surprisingly enough, no victories. He's been so strong. He just had some bad luck, and I think he just completed his first lap there. And our third fastest, the 30.264. So he has to pick up about a 10th and maybe 300th, 0.13 seconds quicker, I think, to knock the 14 Vince Sora off the pole there. Comes to the line. Let's see what he ends up with here. He improves. Where is it? New pole sitter, 30.134. I had a feeling he would be up there. Next is the 94, Sean Huffstadler. And like we talked about, like we said about him at the beginning of the show, folks, his mission is pretty simple. He just has to win. He's got to go for all of the marbles right here now, folks. I think he's completing his first hot lap here. And that will put him 4th fastest at 30.333. Sean Huffstadler is currently 18th in the standing. He's only been here for 9 races, 6 top 10 finishes, 2 in the top 5. Oh, man, he got close to that outside wall. He comes to the line. Let's see if that second lap counted, as long as he didn't make contact. And, he must have made contact with the wall because he did not get a second time. That's what will happen. If you make contact with the wall, then that will disqualify that particular lap. So he'll have to sit on that 30.333 in 4th position. Kane Hoy is next up here in the 94. I'm sorry, in the 3 machine here. Kane Hoy, also a relatively new member. He's only been here for 6 races. He's only been in the top 10 once. And now he comes down to complete his first hot lap. And that will be 5th fastest with 30.347. Definitely looking to improve on that. He comes down to the line. Let's see if he moves up from that 5th spot. And it looks like he will, up to 4th, 30.217. Good run there for Kane Hoy. Next is Mike Vano. Now starting his first hot lap here. Mike's 13th in the standings. He's been to 17 of the 20 races so far this season. 3 top 10 finishes, 1 in the top 5. Oh, and he gets into the wall, so that first lap's not going to count. And I wonder if he's going to, looks like he's getting out of it. I don't know if he's going to continue or not. Looks like he's going to try to. Because you get 2 laps to try to qualify, but you only get 2 shots at it. So whatever he comes away with this particular time, he'll have to live with that. Probably won't be his best, because he obviously lost a bit of momentum there after he came off the wall. And here he comes now down to the start-finish line to complete his second and only official hot lap here. And that will most likely put him, I would say, 9th position with a 31.155. Next up is James Trammell. Here he goes, starting his first time run here. James has been 14 races this season. He's been in the top 10 8 times. 2 of those times are in the top 5. One of those 2 times was a victory. Coming around now to complete his first hot lap. And that will be for 7th fastest with a 30.423. Way out of turn 4 here now to try to improve on that 7th place position. Let's see what James ends up with here. Crosses the line, and does he move up from 7th? Yes, he does. Where is it? 5th fastest, a 30.218. Good run there for James Trammell. Next we have Max Foner. Now Max, he's on the bubble at the moment, and we saw some scenarios there with Jesse Thornock. Should he have not been in the race, but of course Jesse's here, so he's locked in. Coming around now to complete his first time lap. And looks like he will, what will that first lap be? It will be good for a 9th fastest, a 30.481. Max has been to 15 of the 20 races completed so far this season. He's had 2 top 10 finishes, and both were actually in the top 5. So when he's good, he's pretty darn good. Here he comes now. Let's see if he moves up from that 9th starting position. It looks like he will, up to 6th, a 30.277 for Max Foner. Good run. Next up is the 57, Thomas Walter. Another one of your heavy hitters here. Thomas, who's 4th in the standings. He's coming around now to making way around the back stretch to complete that first time lap. Thomas has been to all 20 races so far. with 12 top 10s, 8 in the top 5, 2 of them victories. His first lap here is going to be good for 9th fastest with a 30.382. Trying to improve on that 9th place position. Here he comes down to the line. Did he improve? Yes, he does. Up to 4th, 30.213. Big jump there for Thomas Walter. Next up is Ryan Bird in the 58 car. Ryan Bird, another one of our new members. There's only been to 3 races so far, and but he has one top 5 finish in those 3 races. So definitely plenty quick. Making his way now to the start-finish line to complete that first hot lap. Let's see what he's starting with here. Put him at 8th fastest, 30.316. These cars are definitely, they're dancing around a bit here at Chicagoland today. He comes out of 4, down to complete his 2 qualifying runs. And he does improve up to 7th, 30.245. Next is Martin Morales. And boy, Martin, he entered with a bang here. He's only been there to 2 races so far. He doesn't have any top 10 finishes at all, but man, he was strong at the start of a few of those races. Making his way down the backstretch here to complete his first time lap. Here he comes down to the start-finish line. Complete lap number 1. Let's see what Martin comes away with here. 12 fastest, a 30.531. Here he comes down to complete his qualifying run. See if he improves on that 12th position. He's up to 9th, 30.284. Next up is the 16 of Aaron Kralik, about to start his first hot lap here. You know, we call Aaron Mr. Consistency. He's currently 3rd in the standings. He's been to every race this season. Has 16 top 10 finishes, 10 of them in the top 5. And that record is equal to our points leader, Dustin Swingle. So he's right there with the leader stats-wise, except for the victories. He's still looking for that maiden victory this year. Here he comes across the line for his first lap, 7th fastest with a 30.243. He comes down to the line to complete his qualifying effort. And he shut it down right before, okay, just as he crossed the line there. Up to 4th fastest, 30.190. Next up is Landon Durhold. Landon Durhold, another one of the heavy hitters here in the league. He has 17 starts, 10 top 10 finishes, 5 of those in the top 5. And of those 5, 2 victories. good to see Landon's paint scheme working tonight. I think the last race, trading paints wasn't working right for him there. Got his paint working good there. He's 14th fastest at the moment with that 30.568. He comes down to complete his qualifying run, trying to improve on that 14th position. He's 12th fastest, 30.364. Next up is the 28 of Jesse Thornock. Now Jesse, he's by starting the race tonight, he is locked into the playoffs. He's got 13 starts, 8 top 10 finishes, 4 of them in the top 5. Making his way out of turn 4 now. Looking mighty quick coming off that corner. Let's see what he comes away with his first time lap. 14th fastest with a 30.399. Looking to improve on that 14th starting position. And he improves to 8th position, 30.220. Next up, the 44 of Maurice Gomillion. Maurice has been having a pretty good season here. He's been in every single race. He's had 10 top 10 finishes. So, hey, that's good 50% of being in the top 10 out of the whole season so far. And 4 of them were in the top 5. So definitely a solid season for Maurice here. He completes his first time lap, 16th fastest with a 30.478. Brings that Valvoline machine out of turn 4 to complete his qualifying effort here. And he's now 10th fastest with 30.264. The next runner, Dustin Swingle, already started his hot lap there, I believe. Dustin, of course, is your points leader. Of course, he's been every single race. Just like Aaron Carlick, he has 16 top 10 finishes and 10 top 5 finishes, but 3 of those top 5s were victories. First time lap 30.283. The second lap will most likely be faster. And now we're getting to some of the guys who, as they come down pit road, they have to cross the start-finish line, which for some reason iRacing starts timing them in the pits. And he improves to 10th fastest, 30.253. Let's see who's up next. Is anybody else coming out? That might be it for qualifying, actually. I don't see anyone else coming out. Nice field tonight, 22 cars in the server. And it looks like we might be done here. And I believe we are. And so we'll be rolling over. And now waiting for everyone to come out on the pit road here. And as they're all entering pit road, we're going to go ahead and bring up the starting lineup here. Okay, your pole setter, Kyle Rochelle. Starting next to him will be Vincent Sora, Tom Sinchak in third, Aaron Krolick fourth, Thomas Walter starts fifth position, Kane Hoy sixth, James Trammell seventh, Jesse Thornock eighth position, Ryan Bird in ninth, Dustin Swingle rounds out the top 10. Maurice Gomillion starts 11th. Max Foner will start in the 12th position. 13th will be Martin Morales. 14th, Sean Huffstudler. Landon Durhold starts 15th. Ryan Ferraro 16th. In 17th, we have Dakota Moniz. Brian Dublé 18th position. Mike Vano 19th. Patrick Hernandez, he didn't qualify, so he'll slide in at 20, along with Matthew Mackin, 21st position. Waiting for the countdown timer to begin. And I believe there's like a 2-minute timer from the time they first switch into the race server. It gives the drivers the last couple of minutes there just to double check their settings, make sure they're happy with what they've got going there. 200 laps in store for us tonight. Pole sitter Aaron Krolick, Vincent Sora leads the field off behind the pace truck. I want to give a shout out to our folks in the chat. Thank you as always for tuning in, and hope you enjoy the race. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe with friends and family so you'll always know every time we go live here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, they're making their way now through turns 3 and 4. Pace truck should be peeling off any second now. There he goes. Boy, he waits till the last minute to cut down into the green. And we got a green flag, and we're racing here at Chicagoland. And my apologies, that was actually Kyle Rochelle that was the pole sitter. I said Vincent Sora. When they take off, the scoring, whoever's in front will score them as first. So Rochelle does what he does best. He got a good start. He didn't get away from anybody, though, this time around. He's definitely got a lot of company there. Man, they're tight. This looks like a last lap battle right here. Sora and Sinchak right there.
There will be a caution.
Oh, we got a caution. Caution on lap number 2.
Somewhere, so pay attention over here.
Looks like it was Morales. He's involved there. Kane Hoy. Oh, a little damage there for the 3 car. Okay, let's go ahead and look at let's see. Let's look at the replay here and see if we can see what happened. Okay, he's all ready. Let's run it back a little further so we can see what happened here. Let's slow it down. Oh, did he bounced off of somebody from the looks of it? Let's slow it down. Here he is. Making his way. They're going down through. I think that's turns 1 and 2, and he got down into who was that? The 58 car. That got him upset. Jesse Thornock managed to avoid, and then he comes down and makes contact with the 44, and that's what really sends him up the wall. Boy, wow! He got the points leader there, and got him up in the air a little bit. I'm not sure if anybody else. I don't think anybody else really crashed or anything, but man, that was a wild ride there for the 9 car. Dustin Swingle, his car is showing a little bit of damage. He lost his hood. He did get a little airborne there for a minute. Let's go ahead and take it live here. He decided to come down pit road and get that fixed. Man, I wonder if I guess he burned his fast repair to get that fixed. You sure don't want to do that at the beginning of the race. There's Dakota Moniz. He's in there. Patrick Hernandez also pitted. He might have had a little bit of contact too. We're not showing. Okay, I think Patrick did. Something did happen there with him. Let's see how he was affected here. Okay, he was part of the guys that went spinning down in the grass there. Let's see what happened there. Let's slow it down. Let's go to his roof cam here. Now, the action's going to start happening in front of him as they make their way down here. And it looks like this is actually coming out of turn 4. And okay, there's Hoy going up into the wall. And there we see Hernandez and taking evasive action just like several other cars. So I don't think he got any real damage, probably flat spotted some tires. But from the looks of it, it looks like just end up just him going through the grass. There's somebody else down there with damage, that Home Depot car. Uh-oh, it's a 00. Okay, he did get some damage. The 00 kind of rolling down and managed to hit him. And the number 1 car, Dakota Moniz, he was already had some damage as well too. So that's how Patrick ended up getting his damage. Let's take it live here once again. And he is just finishing getting that car worked on. So I believe he must have tried to save his fast repair. He's going to get out and see. He is showing. He's on the lead lap, but I think he came out just as the field was coming down. So he able to get out and stay on the lead lap there. Lights are out on the pace truck. Making their way down the back stretch now. It'll be lap 6 here on the restart. Soros, Sinchak, Balter, they all know what to expect from the 21. They know he's going to be shot out of there. Waiting for Rochelle, and he drops the hammer, and they're gone again. Sora's right there, challenging for that lead as they go through turns 1 and 2. Didn't quite have the line there. They race down the backstretch. It's funny, this backstretch is a little bit of a curve to it, so it's not a perfect straightaway. So you're almost still in a constant turn slightly all the way around this track. He's trying to catch the 21 and the 14. He's got Thomas Walter right there. Rochelle's still battling with the 14 there. And he's got a nose ahead of him. Rochelle, I think Rochelle was scored the leader as they crossed the line. Now he's clearly in front of Vince Sora. check now. So trying to take that low line, seeing if he can attack the 14 there. Some guys like to dip down below that white line on the front stretch. Treating it almost like an apex of a turn, if you will. Sometimes it works, and as you can see, he's going down there, but it doesn't seem to be really benefiting him as far as gaining any momentum on the leaders. Eric Pollock, he's gotten past Thomas Walter, now up to 4th position. Now they're all starting to go down, take that short, technically I guess you could say the shortest distance. Lap 11 complete, by making lap 12 now of 200. Pollock still in now 3rd position. Field is starting to spread out a little bit now. You have Thomas Walter behind him. There's Ryan Bird. He's running by himself there in 5th, and it's over a second back to Sean Huffstudler. Sean Huffstudler, he has the points, the season points leader right behind him in Dustin Swingle. Huffstudler trying to get a victory tonight. That's the only thing that will get him into the playoffs. Looks like he's trying to get overhauled there by the 9 of Dustin Swingle. So he can get him down in turn 1 here. Sorry, that was turn 4, I think. Here we go. Now trying to draw a bead there on Ryan Bird for that 5th position. Trying to move up the order right now. Huffstudler's still right there. Rochelle, we've seen him kind of run away sometimes with that lead a little bit at the beginning, but it's not happening tonight. Vince Orr's right there. Eric Kralik is really closed in on him quite well. Thomas Walter also right there. Okay, that must have been something we missed when Kane Hoy had his accident, because Tom Sinchak is actually retired from the race. I'm not sure. I don't know why he retired, unless it might have been a connection issue. That's what I'm going to guess, because he was right up there with those guys, nowhere near that incident. So unless I hear something different from someone, then we won't know what the deal is there. Vince Orr, he is right on the tail. He's trying to make a move now on the 21. Trying to dive down low. It looks like he's going to get him as they come out of turn 2. Boy, Kralik is right there. He's like, which one do I go behind here? And he's going to make a move on the 21, this time coming through turns 3 and 4. Top 4, look at those top 4. They're really distancing themselves from the rest of the field. Kralik just about got that 2nd place. Still trying to secure it here as they go into 1. Couldn't quite get there. Kyle Rochelle. He's holding fast there to that second position. Thomas Walter, he's been right there with him, not really pressing the issue a whole lot right now. He might be just riding along. They got a long ways to go. Maybe trying to conserve those tires, not worry about battling for the lead. And if you've got the pace to keep with the leaders, it may be good to just kind of dial it back for a while and cruise along there a little bit. And they definitely got a gap on the rest of the field. You can see it opening up even more, 1.3 seconds back to Bird. And actually, Bird, he's starting to fall back in to the clutches of Sean Huffstudler. Huffstudler challenging now for that 5th spot, trying to get that inside line as they come out of 4. And I think Sean's going to get it. Huffstudler now up to 5th position. Looks like Landon Durhol's trying to get by Bird as well. Go down the backstretch here. This is another little pack of cars. The field looks like it's broken in about maybe 3 groups now. And this is we call this Group 2. There's Group 1 up the front there. And Landon Durhol, I started to say he was at the tail of it, but he just got around Bird, so he's trying to move up through that second group of cars. Third group is followed there, makes up James Trammell, although he does have a bit of a gap there over Jesse Thornott, who also has a bit of a gap over Maurice Camillion. So I guess you could say this is the true group, the third group right here. That second group's getting a little scattered out. Battling with Bano, Hernandez. There's Hernandez on that outside. Currently running 13th. Making a dive. Trying to get make a move on Mike Bano there for that 13th position. Meanwhile, up the front, we actually have a lead change. Vincent Sora actually got around the 21 to Kyle Rochelle. Rochelle back to second. Aaron Pollock, he is still in third. And several times this season, man, we have just seen him get so close to the front, you know, and he's led on some occasions as well. But just trying to get just enough of a run on some of these guys to get right up there and be able to battle with them consistently. You know, he does so well to get up into that top 5, and just can't quite get to the front. Now still being followed there by Thomas Walter in 4th. See where Sean Huffstudler is. Him and Dustin Swingle, they're coming along here now. They are starting to close in ever so slightly on Walter. Running 5th and 6th respectively there. Like Schlingel's going to get under the 94 car for that 5th spot. He didn't want to see that. He wants to keep moving forward, not backwards. And we're actually, wow, seems like a lot of action has happened, but we're only on lap 28 of 200. Man, this is I feel like this is going to be a marathon here tonight, folks. this will be a true test to see how far they can go. Maybe not necessarily a fuel run, but how far can these tires hold up. Sora's starting to gain a little bit of ground here now. He's 3/10 ahead of Kyle Rochelle. There's Rochelle in second there. And Carlick still having a good run. Walter, he's starting to fall back just a little bit. Sometimes it's a fine line between trying to save your tires and not lose touch with the leaders. So he's walking that tightrope there, trying to do that balancing act of keeping pace and also trying to preserve your equipment. Swingle's getting a little closer now. That's Brian Dublé they got in front of him. He must have pitted somewhere. It's not showing that he pitted. Let me see. Let me look at my stats here. No, he's not showing having pitted anywhere. He just went a lap down. We're still battling with Swingle there. Vincent Sora's gap is now down to 1/10 of a second, or about 2/10. Right now he's kind of maintaining that lead. He's not exactly running away. Let's look a little further back in the field. It's James Trammell. He's battling, looks like that's Ryan Bird there at the 20 car. That's Dublé getting out of the way there. He's a lap down. Battling Bird there for that 8th position. And now give that to Trammell up to 8th spot. 1.3 seconds down the road from him is Max Foner. He's actually looking like he's starting to close in on Swingle and Huffstutler there. Further back, there's Patrick Anednes. He's leading this group here. Battling Ryan Ferraro. Ferraro in that 13th spot there. He's got Max Vano and Maurice Camillion right behind him. Trying to make a move under the 27. He's going to get Vano for that position, I believe. They go down the backstretch. Oh, somebody's spinning. That was Ryan Ferraro, I think. I don't know if he made any contact with the wall or not. We stay green. I don't really see it too much damage. Let's see. Hood seems like it's okay. The front of the car looks like it's pretty much okay. I don't see anything that really looks like it's damaged there. He might have just got loose and got in the grass there, or able to keep going, fortunately. That dropped him back to 18th position. So he's the last car on the lead lap. Ahead of him, there's Martin Morales. And they just passed somebody. Who was that he just passed? That was Coy, I think, maybe. I don't see anybody going in the pits or anything. Somebody was going slowly there. There's Matthew Mackin in the 46 car. He's getting under Mike Vano there. I think Morales also followed him through. Battling for that 13th spot now with Morales. Kyle Rochelle, he's trying to close in on the 14 of Vincent Sora. Still within just around 0.2 of a second there. They've kind of gotten away from Aaron Kralik there. About 3/4 of a second back to the 16 car. Actually, it's actually over a second. I'm looking at Thomas Walter there. He's 3/4 of a second back from the 16. Getting close to 1/4 of the way through this event. It'll be lap 42 next time around. There's Dustin Swingle. He's still got Sean Huffstutler in tow there. Max Horner starting to close in a bit. A little further back. Uh-oh, there's Patrick Hernandez. He's slowly doing it, folks. He's creeping up. He's now in the top 10, and he is just getting up there. He's just getting up there. Matthew Mackin's on pit road. One of the first green. Actually, Brian Dublé is making his way out of pit road now. Mackin now just coming to his pit box. Oh, did he overshoot? Yeah, man, he overshot quite a bit there. Had to back it up. Probably getting 4 tires and fuel. First green flag pit stops of the day. Now, Thornock, he's already been in as well. Mackin's on his way out now. The leaders are still staying out, not pitting just yet. There's Aaron Kralik. Now he's got the 46 of Mackin. Probably has fresher tires, but it looks like Mackin's just going to kind of ride behind him there. Thomas Walter, he's a bit back now. He's like 1.2 seconds behind Mackin. He's still got quite a bit of a gap between him and Sean Huffstutler, who for the moment's gotten back around Dustin Swingle. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how he performs in season 2, because ever since he's been here, he has shown that he can consistently get up in that top 10. And And if he's having a real good day, he can race his way up into the top 5 and even battle for wins. Now, there's another pit stop coming now from Martin Morales. 4th green flag pit stop of the day. For Goodyear tires and fuel. Down and away, 14.7 second stop for Morales there. Now, of course, put him a lap down. Definitely going to lose at least 1 lap during a green flag pit stop. And there your leaders right there. There's Rochelle trying to catch Sora. Morales actually just went 2 laps down. He was probably back far enough. He was back there in that back tail end of the entire pack to race the group of cars and on the track. So that's what opened him up to the chance of losing actually 2 laps as opposed to just 1. That's where making a green flag pit stop will hurt you a little bit more if you're at the tail end or one of the cars, even if you're not on the lead lap, if you're already running at the back of the field and you're that much closer to the leaders coming around to lap you again. You pretty much need to be mid-pack or better just to get in there and get out and only lose to 1 lap. Sora opening up a bit of a gap here. Just over half a second back now, ahead of Kyle Rochelle. That's Morales coming up behind him there with the fresh tires. Morales probably trying to get one of those 2 laps back because he knows they're going to have to stop here eventually anyway. He would probably need that to happen and then hopefully maybe get a caution. And if he's lucky enough to get in front of the lead cars, he'd get a wave around, and just like that, he'd be back on the lead lap. Doesn't look like he's quite able to hold on to keeping that, getting that lap back. And meanwhile, here comes 2nd place Kyle Rochelle down to make a green flag pit stop here. Always a danger making those green flag pit stops, and if a caution comes out, then you're going to get stuck a lap down. Left side's going on for the 21 car. Down and away, 14.9 second stop for Rochelle. Here comes the 20 of James Trammell in. Right now we got 14 cars on the lead lap. Getting his tires, there's Dustin Swingle now. He's making his way in. Trammell, he's done. 15.1 second stop. Swingle now coming down to his pit box. Gets the marks. We saw a few guys coming in, like a couple of guys coming in together, and it's not like Daytona or Talladega where you really got to have, a draft partner per se. Huff Studley, he's making his way in along with Vincent Sora there. The leader came in now, so it's lap 56. Looks like Ryan Bird's also making his way down. Sora now in his pit box. Stutler there. I think I just saw Bird come to his box there. Stutler with the 15 seconds flat. So he's already out. Of course, he's one lap down in the 11th position. But these other guys that are leading, Aaron Kralick's your leader at the moment. But he is obviously going to have to pit here. And Thomas Walter, Patrick Hernandez, who is a ways back. This is Ryan Ferraro. They also haven't pitted. Mike Vano, he's still out. He has yet to pit for the first time. I think he's coming in now, actually. But Aaron Kralick is already on pit road. He's just ahead of him there. Mike Vano is also coming in. There's Kralick making his way down. Vano's already at his spot. Left side's going off for Kralick. He's down and away with 14.6 second stop there. Vano is also on his way out. He had a 15.1 second stop. Thomas Walters making his way down. Pit stops are cycling through nicely here. At the moment, Patrick Hernandez is your leader. Kane Hoy, he's on pit road. Left side's on for Walter. Down and away, it looks like a 15.5 second stop there. There's Patrick Hernandez now coming in. That's handed the lead to Maurice Gomillion. Wonder how long he's going to stay out there. Him and Ryan Ferraro. Looks like the only two that have yet to come in. Left side's now going on for Hernandez. He's down and away, 16.7 second stop. I wonder if he overshot. It was a bit of a long stop there. There's Gomillion now finally coming in. And as he comes in, that hands the lead to Ryan Ferraro. And he's about 3.5 seconds ahead of Kyle Rochelle. And that, Rochelle has those fresher tires though, so that lead's coming down quickly. Vermillion's on his way out, 15.1 second stop there. And so that, I believe that is everybody except Ryan Ferraro. Everybody is pitted except Ryan Ferraro. And right now he has a 1.6, about 1.5 second gap. And there he is now. He's making his way on the pit road. So all of the pit stops have now cycled through. Rochelle, the guys that have been up the front are once again back up. Ferraro making his way down the pit road. Oh, he slid into his stall. Did he have to back? He didn't overshoot. It looked like he got close there, but managed to hold on. Unfortunately, he is going to lose a lap here. A lot of these guys that were towards the back of the pack, the second half of the field, you can see how even with green flag pit stops here, they still ended up, even after it cycles through, and they actually half a lap, a lap down And he's still sitting there. That's not good. He's going to end up losing 2 laps here. He must have some kind of damage, or maybe it may be a pit road penalty or something for Ferraro here. So that's not good at all. He has no choice but to sit it out. Man, that's a tough break. That's got to hurt. You hate to have to just sit there. Now he done lost a second lap here. There's Kyle Rochelle. Maurice Gamillion trying to get his lap back. Right now he's on the tail end of the lead lap, right there in front of the leader. He said, you know what, it'd be okay to have a caution right now. Well, that's a tough deal there. I mean, he's doing good, though. Now they both have fresh tires. His tires are obviously fresher than Rochelle. Rochelle stopped on lap 52. Gamillion stopped on lap 61. So his tires are 9 laps fresher. And he's going to try to hang on here. Of course, they've been running. There's a lot of room to run here at Chicagoland, and it does not seem like too many cautions will be forthcoming. Right now, he's able to pull ahead a little bit here on the leader. Getting close to half a second. And Rochelle, he has to worry about Vincent Sora at the moment. Sora is going to move into that lead position. Yes, he takes him at the line there. Just about got as they go into turns 1 and 2. Probably not done. Oh, and boy, they got close. Man, that is super close. Racing down through turns 1 and 2. I'm sorry, that was 3 and 4. I'm looking at the track map and somebody else there. And you know, it's funny, Gamillion, now he's a second ahead of him. So far, he's maintaining that tail end of that lead lap. Now once again opened up a 3/10 gap on Kyle Rochelle. Eric Barlick, he's almost 3.5 seconds back in that 3rd spot. He's got some lap cars, one in front, one behind. That would be Landon Durhold and Dakota Moniz. So he's got a little bit of a cushion between him and Dustin Swingle in 4th spot. In fact, Swingle, he's back there battling with Thomas Walter for that 4th position. Swingle had been battling with Sean Huffstadler. You can see he's fallen back here a bit, now to 6th. Now 73 laps in of 200, getting a little closer now to that halfway point. There's Jesse Thornock having a good race, comfortably in the top 10, running 7th there. And got a very comfortable lead over Max Foner there, 3.5 seconds back to the 51 car. He's got a couple of lap cars behind him, Ferraro and Vano, so he doesn't have any pressure on that position at the moment. Next is James Trammell back in ninth position. Got himself up into that top 10 again. And he also, he's ahead of 10th place Ryan Bird by just about 5 seconds. Bird's all the way back there. He's got Sinchek behind him, but Sinchek's not on the lead lap. He's 35 laps down. So Tom Sinchek actually made it back into the server. Had to have been connection issues, and I managed to get back in there. But boy, did it cost him a ton of laps. So he's pretty much just riding. I mean, he's already locked into the playoffs, so he just wants to finish the race here. And, so he's probably just going to ride it out. Just have a good evening drive here. And of course, every point you gain, I don't know if he's going to. I don't know how those playoff points work and stuff, but always pays to just go ahead and finish the race anyway. There's Matthew Mackin on pit road again. This will be his second stop. This is the first second green flag pit stop for anyone in the race today. And he's already a lap down, so he just went 2 laps down now. He should get out before they come back around again, as long as he wasn't speeding on pit road. Down and away, 15.3 second stop for Mackin. Meanwhile, Kyle Rochelle still battling with the 14 of Vincent Sora. They're making their way around a lap car there. That's actually Patrick Hernandez. Well, you don't see him getting a lap too often. Now Rochelle making his way, or trying to make his way around the 2 car. Hernandez is the first car a lap down, so if they were to have a caution, he'd be able to get that lucky dog position. Some more green flag pit stops in. There's Jesse Thornock making his way down pit road. Boy, that just seems like such a long creep down pit road to your pick box. Seems to take an eternity. Right side's on, left side's now getting ready to go on. And he's away, 14.9 second stop for Thornock there. Thornock, he's already, let's see, he came out, he's actually only a lap down. So he did good to only lose 1 lap, which is what you would normally expect to lose anyway. Vincent Sora, he's rolling along there. Now that's interesting because Morales, he's right there in front of him, like a couple of tenths, and Maurice Gomillion, he's gotten on down the road there a bit. He's no longer the last car on the lead lap. Morales is at the moment, but yeah, he managed to get back out and hold his own against the leader, and the last time Sora stopped was 55. Romillion stopped on lap 61. So he clearly went further than the lead cars. As a matter of fact, I think, let's see, he was, as far as the guys who've only stopped once so far, with the exception of Ryan Ferraro, he's the second longest stint out there before he stopped that first time around. Sora, he continues to stay ahead of Rochelle, now a good half second ahead of the 21 car. Aaron Carlick continues to run in third position. Thomas Walter is starting to gain now again, though. Of course, he's got Dustin Swingle right behind him. There's Carlick, there's Walter, and there's Swingle right there. Huff Stutler right behind him. The lap car between him and Swingle, though. Trying to make his way past Brian Dublé there. Thomas Walter trying to close in. Hernandez, Hernandez, he's a lap down, so he's going to try to make his way past the 2 car here. See Aaron Carlick right up ahead there. They're all making their way through the lap traffic. Looks like Morales did end up losing a lap, going down a lap to the leaders. There's Sora, and he's got Rochelle right behind him. And Morales, I believe, is right behind him. Boy, look at how far they moved away from the rest of the pack, though. Third place, Aaron Carlick is 5.5 seconds behind the 2 front runners. And right now, Kyle Rochelle is almost a second behind Vincent Sora, about 0.8 of a second right at the moment. Sora continues to roll along. He's got Maurice Gomillion right in front of him. That, Gomillion has been doing good to stay on that tail end of that lead lap, but it is starting to get a little harder now for the 44 car. It's just under a second now ahead of Vincent Sora. He's trying his best to stay there, but there he is right there. And as these laps wind down, I mean, because the leaders, it's pretty cool that, it's almost frustrating though, because you're running pretty much at the pace of the leaders, maybe not quite as fast, but, apparently he has been going fast enough to stay ahead of him. Of course, they might have been trying to save tires too. They all might have been trying to save tires, but that's frustrating when you can run it as fast as the leaders, but you're at the tail end of the lead lap. You're not really racing them in a sense. And I know he wished he was right there, had just passed them for the lead if it had been a different situation. Because even if they catch a caution, he's going to be back at the tail end of the pack and have to try to work his way all the way through the field to get up to the front. And by the time you do all of that, you probably burned your tires up trying to get around everybody. And it takes time, especially a place like this where you can see the nice wide track, plenty of room to run, multiple lanes to run. And it would just be very difficult to make up that kind of time, to get back up to the front. And there's Swingle. He got past Thomas Walter. Walter right there behind him. Now he's trying to catch Aaron Carlick, but he's got over a second to can't make up to catch the 16 car. Thomas Walter trying to close in on the 9 machine. So Sora continues to lead. 1.2 seconds now ahead of Carl Rochelle. Rochelle not really having any problem with any traffic here. Everybody's getting around lap traffic pretty good. 5 laps away from the halfway point. Sean Huffstutler continues to run in 6th position there, very comfortably in 6th position. Wow, I mean, Max Foner is in 7th, but boy, he's Huffstutler is 8 seconds back from the leader. Foner is 20 seconds back. So yeah, that's a pretty large gap there. He's in the lucky dog position. Morales is about 4.5 seconds behind him. So now his mission would be to stay ahead of the 25 car to get that lucky dog should a caution come out. And there's Morales right there. There's Max Foner running in 7th position. Looks like, where is Bird at? There's Ryan Bird. He's running 9th. Now he's on the tail end of the lead lap. That's not bad. Vincent Sora is like, he's getting ready to, probably getting ready to become the lucky dog now. He's going to take that from Maurice Gamillion because they do blaze on pit road, but yeah, Sora is only 2/10. There's Sora right there behind him, so he's probably getting ready to go a lap down. So he would take over that lucky dog position. So now the mission for Maurice Gamillion would be to catch the 58 car. Million's about 1/2 second back from him. There he is right there. So the battle for that lucky dog position is right there. We are now just past the halfway mark, 101 laps in the books. Okay, we have another green flag pit stop here. Sean Huffstutler, the only guy on pit road at the moment, pitting here on lap 101. I think he just went a lap down. The leader just went by. Down in the way, 15.2 second stop. Get ready to start some more commercial breaks here. We're going to take a quick break here while things are kind of just rolling along here. You're watching the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge presented by Rice Motorsports TV.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625 miles racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Lillian leads it down. Many horses on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway.
back here with the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge. Season 1, round number 21 there at the season finale, the regular season finale. And we've got a few more green flag pit stops going on here at the moment. Max Foner, he's making his way in. I got some guys in with Kyle Rochelle. He was battling there with Vincent Sora. He decided to go ahead and peel off and go ahead and get some fresh Goodyears and head on out of there. There's Landon Durhol, he's making his way in. Dakota Moniz on his way out. Max Foner is now exiting. Right now in the 10th spot, they are 1 lap down. 57 of Thomas Walter. Wait a minute, was there somebody I saw? Oh boy, Dustin Schwengel got in the grass. Coming down pit road there, came in super hot, I guess. Hope he didn't get a penalty for that. There's Durhol making his way out of the pits. Walter just coming to his box now. He's in. Schwingel's in his box. There's Vincent Sora, your leader, now coming in. Followed by Aaron Kralik. He's going to pit right with the leader this time. We saw him, I believe he stayed out a little further the last time around. Schwingel's in. Sora's still in his pit box. He's been there. Got the left sides going on now. 15.8 seconds stop for him. So I think Kralik's he's done next. Kralik had a 15.3 second stop. Let's see what Dustin Schwingel gets here. And okay, he's got a long. He must have had a penalty. Okay, I think it was from him spinning in the grass. It wasn't a penalty. He just lost a lot of time when he spun into the grass there, going on the pit road. So once again, that's got Maurice Gamillion at the front of the pack here. Of course, he's probably going to have to pit soon. Matthew Mackin, he's on pit road. Looking like showing a little damage on the right side of that 46 car. Probably not enough to warrant using a fast repair. If it's not mandatory repairs, he probably just get enough to keep going. Oh, Mackin popped out there. Did he just lose his connection? He's showing out all of a sudden. Boy, I tell you, some guys getting hit hard tonight. Ryan Bird, he's now technically a leader for the moment as Maurice Gamillion gives up that lead position to come in and get some fresh Goodyears. And Bird, he's 5 seconds ahead of the person that was your leader and probably will be your leader here very soon, Vincent Sora. He's right there, and there's Sora and company right there. And they're followed by Trammell. Trammell's not on the lead lap, though. He's actually 1 lap down. And Bird, he's just coming into the pits now, so that moved Vincent Sora back up to the lead. There's Bird getting his tires. He's down and away, 16.8 second stop. Mike Vano making his way in. And also the 3 of Kane Hoy. Vano right Right side's on. Left side's getting ready to go on for the 27 machine. He's down and away. 15.2 second stop. Left side's on for Kane Hoy. He's down and away. 14.6 second stop. Good pit stops for the free machine. And Sora continues to lead now. Just staying ahead of Carl Rochelle there by a couple of tenths or so. Probably managing those tires and managing that lead. Not trying to do too much to try to power away. I think it's all about just making those tires last. I think for the most part, the guys, they have, it's a fixed setup league, but they're custom-made setups, and they're happy with the setups. A lot of times they always talk about how good the setups feel. So that really makes you feel comfortable to go ahead and push them longer and longer. You know, good setups, not just fast, also good on the tires. Make the tires last longer too. That's also the mark of a good setup. And of course the driver has to also know how to manage those tires as well, not overdrive the car. Michelle now just over 3/4 of a second back from Vincent Sora. They've got a clear track for a while there. I think they got this one. That's Tom Sinchak, the guy that was kind of running up there with them right at the very beginning of the race. And then, well, we had that caution, and next thing you know, Sinchak was gone. I'm pretty sure that was a daggone an internet connection or something. Because I don't believe I saw any, I didn't see his name in anything, any kind of accident report on the timing and scoring software. So yeah, that's just a bad break there for the 8 machine. Aaron Kralik continues to run third. Actually, I'll take that back. He's fourth. First time I've seen him lower than third in almost for quite some time now, battling with Thomas Walter for that third position. Now lap 120 of 200. Here they are running down on the inside. Looks like he might get Thomas here. Get out on the back stretch, and then he will clear the 57 for that third spot. Aaron Pauling back up to his spot. That seems like the third spot has been his pretty much all race long. And he was like, I'll take that back, thank you very much. Walter's not done with that third position, though. I might have something to say about that. Vermillion's right behind him there, but he's not on the lead lap. And they're racing along, and Sean Huffstutler, he's up to 5th spot again. He had been battling with, he'd been battling with, who was it? The 9 car of Dustin Swingle for a while. Justin Thornart coming on pit road there. And, but yeah, he, now, because Swingle now is not even on the lead lap. He's 1 lap down in 12th, 13th position, yeah. And Sean Huffstutler remaining in that top 5. boy, I know he would love to catch a caution to bunch up this field. And I'm pretty sure everybody would come in, get some fresh tires. But he'd be right there with them at the drop of the green flag and try to take another crack at the rest of those guys. There's a couple of cars there, some lap cars right in front of him. Behind him is Max Foner running 6th position. He's got lap cars both in front and behind of him. James Turmel is the first car lap down. And Maurice Chameleon's nowhere close to him right now, so if caution would have come out, he would be the lucky dog. And boy, Vincent Sora, he's really cranked it up this time. 3.2 seconds ahead of Kyle Rochelle. Good grief. There he is, and there's Rochelle just now going into turn 3. You probably can't even see him, but Sora's up there crossing the start-finish line there somewhere. Probably already crossed it. I think he's that second car up there. No, that's the, that car right in front of Rochelle there. That's your leader right there. That's what 3 seconds looked like, about 3.5 seconds now. I don't know what he did. He really put it into high gear there and just kind of walked away from the 21. Wow, we haven't seen him any further than maybe 3/10 behind Sora. Sora seems to have found another gear here somewhere. Let's take a look at the compare their lap time. Let's look at the lap history here. Bring that up here. Matter of fact, let's you can see boy, the last 5 laps, he's been clearly quicker than Kyle Rochelle. He's been gaining anywhere from 1/10 to 2/10 a second every single lap, with the exception of lap 127. Now we're showing 6 cars on the lead lap. Max Foner, he's the one that's in danger of going a lap down. He's still got a few lap cars between him and the leader, so he's not down yet. He's got Dakota Moniz and Tom Sinchak. Chameleon. He's not battling with Crawlick. He's trying to catch the car that's in front of Crawlick, which is James Turmel. He is right now in the lucky dog position. And well over almost 2 seconds ahead of Maurice Chameleon there now. Crawlick having a really good day at the track. Absolutely solid run there. Back up to that 3rd spot. Been pretty much there all race long. Kyle Rochelle, he is 4 seconds down the track from him, so nowhere close to challenging for that 2nd position. Thomas Walker is a 1.5 behind him, so he's very solid position right now. He's making his way around James Turmel there. And now there's nothing between him and Kyle Rochelle except almost exactly 4 seconds. clean track ahead of him. Now 134 laps completed of this 200 lap event. A little further back, there's Thomas Walter in that 4th spot. Got a little work to do to be able to catch Aaron Krolick there. There's 2 lap cars that he'd have to get around. Starting to reel them in just a little bit. Getting a lot closer to them. There he is, and there's Krolick. The 2 lap cars in between. Well, it's somebody coming into the pits there. That was James Trammell. Man, he peeled off in a hurry too. And hopefully he got down the pit road speed limit. Looked like he just came flying into pit road. So now that's going to put Dustin Swingle as your lucky dog. I'm take that back. I'm sorry. It's going to put Maurice Gamillion as your lucky dog. So now makes it to his pit box. Left side's getting ready to go on. There they go. 14.8 second stop for Trammell. Maurice Gamillion now once again in the lucky dog position. There's Martin Morales. He's up to 11th position. He's still a lap down, but running just outside the top 10. Landon Durhold currently running 12th at the moment. He's really falling behind Morales there. I started to say about 1/4. Morales is just running away from him at the moment. He's catching Mark Dublé quite at a pretty good clip here. That's Morales in front of Dublé right there. The second car ahead of Durhold. Now we have 60 laps to go in this 200 lap event. Sora continues to lead. Just made it around Tom Sinchak there. Now just about 4.5 seconds ahead of second place Kyle Rochelle. Rochelle pretty much by himself right there. Very comfortable cushion between him and third place Aaron Krolick. Krolick not is in a comfortable position. With Thomas Walter right behind him now, less than half a second behind the 16. And now he's got a little bit of a battle on his hands for that 3rd spot. See what kind of lap time history Walter has been a bit quicker than Aaron Krolick this time around. but last lap just over a 10th quicker. So he is really starting to gain on the 16 once again here. So now up to a 4.5 second lead on Carl Rochelle. Let's see what Sean Huffstutler is. Cruising along there in that 5th spot. Got a couple of lap cars behind him, so no pressure at all. And we're going to challenge him on that spot. That'll be the 51 on Max Fona. Huffstutler trying to make his way around the 20 of James Trammell there. Ryan Bird in 8th position. He's the guy chasing Maurice Chameleon for that lucky dog position. But he definitely has a ways to go to catch the 44 car. Speaking of which, there he is. And he's got other lapped cars. He's a lap down, but the guys in front and behind him are 2 or more laps down. So no worries there for him. Mike Bano making his way down pit road. Left side's going on for the 27 car. That's 16.6 second pit stop. Crawling down pit road. They hit that green cone and light them up and get out of there. Crawley continues to stay ahead of Thomas Walter there. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. No, I spoke too soon. Thomas Walter is ahead of him. Now Thomas Walter is taking that 3 spot back again. And Crawley's not just about a half second behind him. There he is right there behind him there. We're now officially 3/4 of the way through, only 50 laps remaining. Vincent Sora continues to lead. We got Kyle Rochelle in 2nd place. Thomas Walters now 3rd. There's Aaron Crawlick in a 16 machine on 4th spot. Sean Huffstutler's right there. He continues to run in 5th. He's caught up with the 16 now. He's getting really close to challenging for that 4th spot. That would be, I think, the highest that he's actually raced into, a position that he's raced into. I think he's been up at the front as they would cycle through the pit stops. Started trying to catch Garlic, but he was closing in. Now it's starting to almost back a second now. Look a little further back in the field. There's Landon Durhol running in 12th spot. And he's chasing Martin Morales, who's only a half second up the road from him. And Sean Huffstutler comes in here on lap 154. Gets the spot dead on. The right side's going on. He just went a lap down. The leaders went by, and hopefully he'll get out. Down and away. 14.7 second stop for Huffstutler there. Kyle Rochelle, second place runner, he's on his way in. Ryan Bird also coming in. There's Morales coming in as well. Rochelle's already to his pit stall. Down and away, 14.7 second stop. There's Morales. He's in his pit stall. Also Bird. Bird's away. 14.6 second stop. Morales also, okay, he's still there. He's got 15.4 seconds on his stop. Dublé, he's, how long has he been there? Okay, he's done. And Landon Durhol is also in. A lot of pit stops coming now, folks. There's Vincent Sora, the leader, making his way in. Thomas Walter also coming in. Aaron Kralik right behind him. So all your leaders are coming in right now. Durhol on his way out. Sora, he's on his way out. That 14.6 second stop there. And Walter, he's away. He had a 14.8 second stop. Kralik, he's done as well. 15.4 seconds. Dakota Moniz on his pit stop there. Max Foner, he's done. He had 15.9. Left side, and now Moniz is down and away, 14.8 second stop. And that's all the pit stops for right now. And Vincent Sora, that was a quick cycle of pit stops there. He once again retains the lead, and a 3.6 second gap lead to boot. But guess who's the second place runner now? Maurice Gomillion. But I believe Maurice Gomillion, that he does have to stop, because the last time he pitted was on lap 111. So, yeah, he'll probably be coming in here very shortly. Oh, there's Kyle Rochelle now, goes by the 44 to pick up that second spot. Let's see if he doesn't look like he's going to peel off this time around. Going down the back stretch here. There's Aaron Kralik. Now he's back to 8th position. I don't think he's been that low. See, Dustin Swingle, okay, Maurice Gomillion, he's just pitting now. That's going to move him up one spot. And he's ahead of Thomas Walter. Now, Dustin Swingle still has to stop, and also Sean Huffstutler, I believe, and Jesse Thornock. So I think he'll probably cycle around to maybe back up to 4th position. Maurice Chameleon, he's just done. He got 15.2 seconds stop there. And Sean Huffstutler, he last stopped on lap 153. Actually, he's probably, no, he's not going to stop. He's doing good there. He's in 3rd spot. He may take it all the way to the end. Well, let's see. I don't know. They may have to stop one more time. Ryan Ferraro getting his tires. As long as the pit stop cycles stay fairly consistent, I don't see where there'll be any problem for your leader, Vincent Sora. Left side's going on for Ferraro there. And I don't know, he might have been speeding because he's got his left side tires and he's still sitting there. And I tell you, if you get caught speeding, man, all the effort that you make to get in and get out just goes all out the window just because you came in the pit road too fast or some other infraction. It's just a shame. There's Swingle. He's now making his way down to his box. It's his marks. There's Ferraro. He's finally on his way out. That was a 54-second stop there for Ferraro. Left side's going on now for Swingle. He's done. 14.9 second stop. Sora is continuing to lead, and he's got once again over 5.5 second gap to Kyle Rochelle, getting almost close to 6 seconds now, and then a huge gap back to Thomas Walter. Walter, he got around Huffstutler there for that 3rd spot. There's Huffstutler right there. So I think that's the highest Sean Huffstutler has been. Well, he was 3rd, and then Walter passed him. So he definitely needed to win tonight to be able to get himself into the playoffs. Time is running out here for the 94 car. It's not over yet, and I don't know. We've seen these things go green for so long, and then something happened near the end of the race, and it just bunches the field up, and then there you go. Just like that, you're truly back in it. And he's doing everything that he can do to put himself in a position for a victory here tonight. And there's not much more you can ask of the 94 car there. Now they're making their way around James Trammell there. Trammell, he's a lap down. Just over 30 laps to go. Sora continues to lead. And there's some lap cars behind him, Gerhold and Morales. He's pretty comfortable in that 2nd spot. Thomas Walter, he's like 7 seconds back. Well, actually, farther than that. About maybe like 12 seconds. Walter, he's got Tom Sinchek ahead of him. quite gotten rid of Sean Hufstutler. Hufstutler still within a second of the 57 car. And Jesse Thornock up to the 6th spot there. Jesse having a good run. Max Horner also having a good run. He's been in that top 10 all day long. Currently running 7th. That's Kyle Rochelle right behind him. Rochelle 6 seconds back from the leader, Vincent Sora. There's James Tamel making his way down on the pit road. He's pitting from the 10th position, 1 lap down. So he'll probably end up going 2 laps down there. There's a leader just passing by right now to put in that 2nd lap down. It's always interesting to go from track to track, and you see some tracks, guys are just like, it's like they're just on rails. And then other tracks, not so good. And this may not be one of his favorite tracks. But we've definitely seen him up there, you know, getting in, mixing it up with the top 10 there, or even the top 5 sometimes. And kind of just depends on where you are. There's Dakota Moniz. He's running 13th position at the moment. He's 2 laps down. Sean Hufstutler starting to lose more ground now to Thomas Walter. He's a 2.5 behind the 57 car. Still holding on to that 4th spot. Aaron Kralick's quite a ways back from the 94. Don't forget those. I know if you're watching like on a tablet or a laptop or something, you can also fire up your phone there. Go to my YouTube channel and go to this broadcast, and you'll see in the description there a link for live timing and scoring, and it'll show you a lot more information than I can show you here. During the race, you can follow the progress of your favorite driver throughout the entire race. Thomas Walter. It doesn't look like a whole lot of distance there, but it's far enough at the moment. 1.5 seconds ahead of that 94 car. As these laps are now slowly starting to tick away now. 179 complete of 200. Rochelle continues to motor along. He's not getting any closer to Vincent Soro, 7.1 seconds behind the 14 car. Soro, he's just another day at the office for him today. the manufacturer's battle. Let's take a look at that. We've got a Ford leading, followed by 3 Chevys, and then a couple more Fords, Max Foner, and that lone Toyota representing there in the top 10, running 7th. And got 5 Fords in the entire field. 3 are in the top 10. 1 just outside of the top 10. That's Morales. And then, of course, and you know what? And I just noticed that Patrick Hernandez is showing retired. And wow. I just don't know. Him and Mackin both are showing retired. So I'm not really sure when that happened. You don't see Patrick Hernandez retire very often. In fact, I can't remember the last time I saw him retire. But something happened for Hernandez, and Shaw now trying to make his way around Kane Hoy here. Put him another lap down. Hoy's currently running 15, 3 laps now. So not going to take, I mean, he probably knows he's got the pace to get past lap cars, but if anybody's particularly racy, got fresher tires or something, wow, whoa, he got close to that wall. And probably not willing to take but so many risks, especially with the lead that he's enjoying, a good 7-second lead. And it seems like it is always increasing. I mean, this has got to be one of Vincent's favorite tracks. There's no way this could not be in his top 10 or his top 5 tracks. He is just on rails here. And now we start lap 185 of 200. And see, he's let's see, he's only stopped 2 times, so he still has 2 fresh set of good years if he should need them. If a caution came out, and of course, you know, if any of the leaders were pit, that would probably force him to pit, I would think. Also, so he's got the ammunition there should he need it. It's pretty much another day at the office there for the 14 car. Sean Huffstutler continues to run along at 4th position. He has cut down on that gap a little bit. It was a good 1.5 seconds now, just under 1.1. So he is starting to close in on Thomas Walter there just a little bit. Let's look and see, compare their lap times here. Well, that's Aaron Crawlett. Let's look at Walter. Now, the last 3 laps, he has been slightly quicker than Thomas Walter. Right now, he's 1.2 seconds. It gotten down to just under 1.1, but he lost about see, that time Thomas Walter was 1/10 of a second quicker. Like Walter is starting to balance out now a little bit and maintaining his pace against Huffstutler. Last couple of laps now, I don't know, that's showing lap 187, and we're on lap 189. They're kind of trading those faster laps between the 2 of them. Walter got 2 of them versus now that time he was quicker by about 1/10 of a second. It's like he gains 1/10 and then he'll lose 1/10 or so, and so he can't really make any progress that way. He needs to be able to get up there, maybe gain a tenth each lap or so. But they're pretty well matched there, evenly matched. Aaron Carlick comfortably in that 5th spot now. And about 9 laps to go. So, and he is the last car on the lead lap. He's about he's 29 seconds behind the leader. So I'm looking at, you know, and actually Vincent Sora's 2.6 seconds behind him. So that would be a question, can he, there he is, and there's Sora right there coming out of turn, looks like turn, going into turn 1 now, I think. No, turn 2, he's coming out of turn 2 from the looks of it. Well, that track, it kind of throws me off that shape of that back stretch. That was actually turn 4. Let's go on board the roof cam here. Now you can see that's Ferrara in front of him. Carlick is just under 2 seconds. He's about to go by the 12 there. And now that's Aaron Carlick right there in front of him. So Vincent Sora is about to lap up to 5th place there. Now just started lap 194, I believe. Yeah. And at the pace that he's going, he's probably going to get him probably right before the end of the race, I would think. I mean, there wouldn't be any reason for Carlick to battle with him too much. He'd love to finish on that lead lap, but hey, a top 5 is a top 5, you know, even if you are a lap down. You could just see how fast Sora has been versus everyone else on the field. And look at that gap, how it just continues to come down. It's just amazing. Now less than a second ahead, behind the 16 car. Probably going to put him a lap down, maybe on the next lap perhaps. See, there's Carlick right there. Trying to hang on there in lap 196 now. I think it's about to be lap 197. There we go. Sora's getting dangerously close to the 16. Across the line. It is now lap 198, and this might be Aaron Carlick's last lap on the lead lap. Sora's setting him up. Carlick jukes down there to the inside. I don't know. He's fighting to try to stay on that lead lap. Now, Sora, he's got a 9-second lead over second place, so even if he is battling with Carlick, that's not putting him in any danger of losing that lead to Kyle Rochelle. And now he's going to look like he might try to take him on the outside. Carlick trying to protect that inside line. Here they come to the line. White flag is in the air. Crawley trying his best to stay on that lead lap. You think he's racing for the win here, folks. And that's so funny that he's battling him as hard as he is now, and he couldn't get any closer to him throughout the race. And here they come out of turn 4, and it's game over now. Vincent Sora is your winner tonight here at Chicagoland. Vincent Sora putting on a master class for the field here tonight. Absolutely untouchable once he got to the front. Well, he was pretty much at the front anyway, and him and Kyle battling at those restarts, first couple of restarts, but once he got ahead, I mean, he just dropped a hammer and it was all over. We're going to move everybody up to the oh, and he blew it. He literally blew it up. Okay, let's get him up here to the winner's circle here. I'm trying to find him here. Where is he at? Okay, he's already there. Who are we looking for? We're looking for Kyle Rochelle. I got to put him up there, and then we'll speak to our winners here. There he is. I'll go ahead and put Kyle up there to the winner's circle. And we'll head on down there and speak to the guys. Okay, folks, we're here in the winner's circle with your top 3. Hey, boy, Vincent, I tell you, this got to be one of your favorite tracks.
Yeah, it's a pretty good track for me. I won a few A-Fix races here before. I'm just really happy to finally, get a win after having a dominant run. Last week was really upsetting. Home track to lead that many laps and then that late race caution, and then to lose it on the late race caution. It wasn't fun, so I'm happy to finally get another win.
10-4, man. I understand how you feel on that. And but I tell you, man, you just absolutely ran away from everybody today, man. I guess the setup just felt real good. Everything was just working right for you today, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Kyle gave me a good battle for a good majority of the race, and then we all just got really spaced out towards the midway point through the race.
10-4. Well, what happened there? I noticed that it seemed like all of a sudden you just found a different gear or something, and you just kind of pulled away from the rest of the field.
Yeah, I know that there is a lap car that kind of caused a little bit of controversy with Kyle. I don't know what lap that was, but I know that set him back a little bit, so I don't know.
10-4. Well, congratulations anyway. And anybody you want to give a shout out to?
You for broadcasting, everybody in the league, all the other admins, and everybody at home watching.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations once again, and let you go celebrate.
All righty, thank you, Tony.
Hey, Kyle, man, I tell you, you tried your best, man, and it ended up couldn't quite hang in there with him there at the end, huh?
Yeah, he was just way faster, and I kind of had some hiccups along the road with about 60 to go, and I'm content with second. I'll take it. That was a long race and no cautions. I was surprised it even went that long.
10-4, and I guess that's something that people love to. I'm sure you want to see not see cautions, but when you have such a long race like that, and this has probably been one of your longest so far this season, and that also gets to be, physically and then mentally taxing on you too, not to have any kind of break at all there, huh?
Oh, for sure. I was getting a little worn out there at the end, but it really, it makes you appreciate where the leagues come, and we're able to run 200 laps full, no cautions. We're all comfortable together, so that's always good. And I'm just good for Vincent, and hopefully we can get a win one day here.
Yeah, I tell you,
Feel like
man. Yeah, I said that at the beginning of the show here, and was saying how some of the dominant runs you've been where Vincent was, just really run away, and then something happened near the end of the race, and just had some bad luck and not able to come away with that W. But man, okay, you keep knocking on the door, man. You're gonna knock it down one of these days.
Yeah, I mean, I qualify well enough every week. It seems like we're having a good 6 races in a row in the top two, so we just gotta keep it up there the whole race. And yeah, it's tough racing against Tom and Vincent every week. They're fast, so you gotta bring your A game.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations anyway, man. We're gonna let you go relax, man. You earned a good rest here tonight. And anybody want to give a shout out to?
I just gotta give it to the whole RS Racing team, Tom, James, and Kane, and everyone else in the league, and DBI, and hopefully we can go get them next week.
10-4. Well, good luck, and we'll see you next week. Into the playoffs we go.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Thomas, man. Well, hey, you had a good run there today, man. Getting back up there where you definitely want to be.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was a like Kyle said, it was a long, grueling race. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping for a caution there at the end. I could just take a shot at Vincent. I know that we had the car underneath that, or I should say, the driver underneath the car. We're all running the same setups, but yeah, no, it was just that the pitch strategy didn't work out at the beginning for me. When we were thinking, oh, okay, well, if we could stay out longer, then lead a lap and perhaps get some extra points heading into the chase here. But that kind of set me back. I'm happy with a P3 though. I was fully expecting a top 5, but a top 3 I'm ecstatic for. So yeah, it was a good race overall. People were pretty clean out there. From where I was sitting, I was racing Aaron a lot. I was racing Sean a lot. Even Dustin, I was racing them. Everybody was racing pretty good out there. But like I said, it was that first green flag around the pit stops that kind of threw a wrench in our plans there. And I really wish I could have been up there. He was 15 seconds ahead of me by the end of the race, though. And I was closing in on Kyle, but it was just too little, too late. But like I said, good race overall.
10-4. You guys ready to go in to the playoffs? So now it's kind of be a little bit of a reset here, right? As we get going.
Absolutely. We made the schedule now, halfway through the season for the second half, or halfway through the first half of the season. We were like, okay, what do we want the first race to be? And we all voted Talladega, and I think I'm kind of regretting that now. But it's going to be interesting next week to see how, what strategies are in play, who's going to hang back, who's going to try to lead all the laps, who's going to, be as aggressive or not as aggressive at the start of the race too. So, we're pretty good in the points, I believe, right now. I think we're safe. I think we got about one mulligan before, we're in that top or bottom 8 territory. But I think the next 3 weeks are going to be pretty good, and we'll move on hopefully to round of 8.
10-4. And these first rounds of the playoff, or actually all of the rounds, you expecting those to be full length races?
Yeah, we're expecting those to be about the same lengths that we've been doing, about 50 to 60, maybe 70% of the actual Cup Series races. But yeah, it's like Kyle said, it gets grueling, and you get tired at the end. I know I'm tired. I'm ready for a beer. I can tell you that.
Yeah, but I tell you, man. Then, but that's like you say. Hey, the cream comes to the top. Even under those tough conditions, and like you say, it's time to get down and dirty with it. And good luck to everybody next week. And we'll let you go relax now, and we'll see you in the playoffs.
Tony, you have a good one as well.
Okay. Okay, folks. Well, that is, boy, that is, man, that was a great race. And that is going to do it for us here tonight. And we're going to go ahead and let's bring up those finishing results here. Of course, we have Vincent Sawyer, your winner, Kyle Rochelle second, Thomas Walter third, Sean Huffstudler finishes fourth, Aaron Kralik fifth, Max Foner sixth, Maurice Gomillion in the seventh position, Ryan Bird eighth, Jesse Thornock ninth, Justin Swingle rounds out the top 10, Martin Morales 11th, Landon Durhol 12th position, James Trammell 13th, and 14th we have Dakota Moniz. Kane Hoy finishes 15th, and 16th we have Mike Vano, Brian Dublé 17th, Ryan Ferraro 18th position, and 19th we have Tom Sinchek, Matthew Mackin, and Patrick Hernandez rounds out the field in 21st position. As always, we thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you'll know each time we go live. And next week, we'll be seeing you in the playoffs here for the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge. For all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.